Welcome to Wild Woman Pantry. On today's video, I'll be showing you how to plant peas and beans on an arched cattle panel trellis like this one. So this is a piece of 16-foot cattle panel that I have used a T-post on either side, and I've bent the cattle panel to form an arched trellis. This year I have grown many different kinds of beans, as well as cucumbers, pumpkins, and gourd squashes on arched trellises like this. It's a relatively cheap and easy way to make a beautiful trellis that can support a ton of weight and a ton of food. As far as soil preparation goes, a couple of months ago I laid down a very thick layer of these wood chips. This area was completely grass, and I laid down a thick layer of wood chips here, which killed off most of the grass and the weeds. You can see that some things have continued to grow. That's all the soil preparation that I'm doing in this area. As you can see, this is my clay soil, which is not too hard packed. It's loosened up a bit from all of the decaying weeds and the worms doing their job underneath the wood chips. But I'm not going to till this or anything. You just need to make sure that you have a space that is free of weeds. You can till if you like, or if you're doing the no-dig method like me, you just need a weed-free space to plant your seeds. This arched trellis is made of two cattle panels. There's one here and one here, and each is roughly 4 feet wide. So I garden using the square foot planting method. So I'm going to plant in the 6 inches on either side of the cattle panel. So I have 8 square feet to work with here. I can plant on either side right against the trellis, and I'm going to be planting sugar snap peas here. And the sugar snap peas, using the square foot gardening method, you can plant 8 snap pea plants per square foot. From here to this T-post is about 2 feet, so my halfway point being about here. So this is 1 square foot on either side of the trellis. And I can plant 4 plants here and 4 plants right on the other side, and that will be a total of 8 plants per square foot. And I'll do that continuing on down the trellis. And so with 8 square feet, I'll be able to grow 64 sugar snap pea plants. So that is quite a lot of food for this little space right here, and the plants will grow up and completely cover this trellis, as you can see these lima beans have done on this side. So now I've got my 4 holes per square foot made on either side, 4 here, 4 here. I've got my sugar snap pea seeds from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, which I truly love. If you've never looked at their website, they have so many seeds. You will not believe how many seeds they have. That's not an ad, I just love Baker Creek. But these sugar snap peas, I grew them in the spring, but actually I planted them a bit late. It was more summer when I planted them. They didn't get very tall at all, but I did get a few snap peas which were delicious. I'm planting them now at the very end of August for a fall crop. They love cooler weather, and it's going to hopefully start getting cooler here soon. So this is a really good time to get another crop of sugar snap peas. On the back of the packaging, it tells you to plant these at a seed depth of 1 inch. So I have just gone through and used a stick and poked my holes about 1 inch deep. I'm just going to plant 1 seed per hole. So the seeds have been planted and I gave them a quick soaking with a watering can. It is supposed to rain for the next several days, so they do need to be kept moist, and I'll just keep a check on them. Hopefully the rain will do most of the work for me, but if the soil looks a little dry, I will give it another soaking because the seeds really need to be kept moist while they're in that germinating stage. And the back of the seed packet says they will germinate in 10 to 30 days. It's quite a big gap there. Usually it's like 5 to 7 days or 7 to 10 days, but it's 10 to 30 days. So now all I can do is wait. I'm really happy to share this growing method with you today. It's one of my favorites, as well as being very functional and very useful. They're also beautiful. They provide shade. It's really hot out here right now. Alabama, 11 a.m. in August. It's hot. So I really like the shade that these trellises provide, and they're literally covered in food. I hope this video inspires you to start growing food on arched cattle panel trellises. I love them and I know you will too. Thank you so much for watching, and if you could, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button to see future tutorials as well as garden tours and just general gardening content. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and happy growing!